chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Try to get it to the edge. There he goes. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Aguilar. That's caught. It's Matthews. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end and just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
But they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Tennessee ready to go to work. The Big Orange offense on the field. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll give it to the back. Slithers into space. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10.
is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Volunteers are flying down the field. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Vols with the 1st and 10. He takes the handoff. It's Lewis. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking down the middle. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Gents, a big game where you are today and a massive rivalry between Arkansas and LSU. Here's the latest. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
And when you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Pulls it in. It's Matthews. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Handoff from the shotgun. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field. It's Aguilar. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Staley. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Volunteers. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
To the air. It's Aguilar. Fires to the big fella. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown aside. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. You knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Dumps it to the back. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown ball. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds his man. It's Craver. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Matthews. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll run the quarterback sneak. And he tries to wedge his way into the end zone, but the defense stands tall. No, they didn't. They got low and stopped him from making it in. Looking for just one more yard. It's second, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This quarterback part of their running game. Makes it past the marker. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. A&M comes back out with another first down. The give to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Tight end finds a soft spot. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to fire on second down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Matthews. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Reed. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Texas A&M going up tempo. Motion from the wideout. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Texas A&M 21.
The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Now improvising. On the move, he fires. That's caught. It's Matthews. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Gets it out quickly. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
That is how you play defense. Drop back. Let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to South Alabama. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Willis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Concepcion. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Aggies will hustle to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Complete on the comeback.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Reed. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on second down. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Takes it from the gun on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Finds the tight end.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Just keeps slinging it. Skips away from pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates...
There he goes. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Reed. It's complete to the right. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Makes the grab. It's Matthews. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Grab behind the line, it's Lewis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Texas A&M going quickly.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Grabbed in the middle, it's Concepcion. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Fitted in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Quickly to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Pulls and fires complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
On the ground, it's Lewis. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach Big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.